It's March 27th of 2006, and here's what we have so far. I finished this frame that holds the corner blocks in place. Well, the corner blocks are oversized now. They're over length and they're over width. And these are the two end blocks that the neck will slide into this thing at some point. And the bottom block, this is the bottom, where the end pin will go through this thing at some point after it's shaped. But this plywood frame holds these two molds apart. This is the top. And this is going to be, after I've roughed this to the line, and after I smooth this out to the line, and I'll put both the top and the bottom together to do that, so that they're exactly the same, and find some way to screw it to the center line here. But anyway, after I shape this to the right shape, here's one of the corners where the block is going to be. And after this is the exact shape, I'll put this on top of it. I'm sure I can do this with one hand. I'll put this on top. And then draw this on there onto this corner block. And then shape this to fit this exactly. So the mold will look like this at some point. And then the sides, which are right here, which are rough to shape, these sides will get glued to these blocks. And then you take the mold away, and you have the sides and the blocks glued together, and they're all ready to take the front and the back, the top and the bottom, whatever you want to call it. So there's still 8 tons of work to do on this thing. And here's the neck, which I haven't finished yet. This is oversized here, but eventually this will get, there'll be a sliding dovetail joint into this block here. This will slide into that block and get glued into that block. And then the sides will get glued onto the sides of this block. And this will get trimmed off. And everything will work out perfectly, I'm sure. So, that's about it for now. These get screwed in. These blocks will get screwed into this frame to hold it while it's being built. It's May 8th. Yeah, that's right. May 8th, 2006. And haven't had time to film a lot lately because I've been stuck working. I really don't have time to work. But anyway, here's the frame for it. I got the top and the bottom on it. And some of the blocks made. and hooked in, although I did make another good mistake, even though I probably measured a couple times. That neck block up there is not long enough. It's supposed to stick all the way through that. It's supposed to be flush on this side. And then it's supposed to be flush with this bent side also, but as you can see, it's not long enough. So I get to make another one of those. Not a big deal. So these are the, where am I? Hello? These things here are the corner blocks. Yeah, this is working out. There they are. There it is. These corner blocks will eventually look like this. Yeah, I'm sure you can see that too. There it is. That's eventually what they're going to look like. The sides will get bent after they get shaped. They got to get cut flush with the top of this, which the top will then go on top of this piece. So this will be flush with that, and then it'll have that profile that follows this down and where it comes to a point here and then goes around here. Hopefully it comes to a point right at the point there. And then the sides, which I'm just getting ready to bend, these sides will get steam bent, which I just made this, mounted this piece of pipe, and somebody will hold the torch in there. Hopefully John will hold the torch in there for me. And you bend it on here, and then you clamp. This is called the C-bout here. This inside one is sharper, so I'm making these racks here after I cut the middle out of these. It's May 20th, 2006, and I guess it's still 2006. And finally the frame is put together, and it has the corner blocks are in place and marked out. And I'm just getting ready to take these off and then shape them. So after I do that, I'll get ready to put the sides on it. A couple of things I misinterpreted the diagram, and so I made these a little small, so I had to glue this piece on. But I'll shape that later on. And this neck joint here is where the neck joins it. Is complicated. All the different parts come together. Leaving this a little oversized, so later on I can trim this flat. Here's the bend on the back.